If you judge a book by its cover, you will miss an amazing story. So, good morning everyone. I am Vedant of class 10th A from Sri Guru Krupa Vidya Samkul. And today, I am very thrilled to have the opportunity to speak to you. I really get fascinated about the topic never judge a book by its cover. And today, I want to share some fascinations that I feel and experience in my day-to-day life about this topic. So before starting, we need to get some points about this topic, that for what reason it was been originated and from where it was originated. So starting from an attribute of 1944 African general, which was named as American Speech, its heading was, "You shouldn't judge a book by its binding." Further, this phrase gained most of the popularity in 1946 murder mystery named as A Murder in the Glass Room, written by Lester Fuller and Edwin Rudolph, which stated that you should not judge a book by its front page. Further, George Eliot composed this phrase as "never judge a book by its cover" as we know it today. So we have learned about the peculiarity and intensity of this phrase. Now we are going to learn about what is the meaning and what is the importance of this phrase in our day-to-day life. So the meaning of this phrase is that we should never judge someone by their outward appearance. We should judge someone by knowing the full situation. Almost all of the people just look at someone and say that he is a not so good person because he doesn't look well. But that's not the reality. We should know about the situations and the backstory. If we judge someone without knowing the full situation, it can be deceptive in nature. So for that, we should take an example. If we look at an good looking person, we can only just see their good looking skills, fashion, and maybe the caricatures. But what's beyond that? We cannot solely make up the decisions about someone by just what we perceive about the physical appearance. So if the good looking person turns into misleading, horrible, and devastating in nature, then what will happen? If at that place, if we look at a person who is not so good at looking and not so fair, but he has the good quality of leadership and hardship. Yes, I am talking about Nelson Mandela, who was not so fair in skin and not so good looking, but he was the first president of South Africa when South Africa was free. So for better understanding, I would like to take our daily life example in which we consist of our teachers and parents. When our teachers or parents scold us, we just quickly judge them that they are being rude to us. But what's beyond that? We doesn't know that the deeds they done for us, but we just quickly judge them that they are rude and they doesn't like us. So I will now like to share some popular story about J.K. Rowling, which is J.K. Rowling started her authorship in her childhood, but she was discouraged by many of the people. When she was discouraged, even though her parents discouraged her because of her not good writing, and many of publishers rejected her publishments. But as we know today, she is the author of Harry Potter series, and this series is the worldwide most collected series in the world. So, I want to conclude that we should never judge someone by their physical traits, outward appearance, or the caricatures that they are showing, but we should judge someone by their situations and backstories behind their scenes. As the misconception of the seeing of someone's outer appearance is not so good, as because if we see anyone from just by their looks and we state them he is good or bad, it will lead to a destruction of our own judgment. Hopes that my speech had made some changes in your mindset, and I really appreciate that. So thank you all for having some patience. Thank you.